All right, cool. Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'll be doing quite a few of my videos like this, these private live streams, and just putting them on YouTube, unedited and all that shit. Because the reason I wanted to do that is because I don't have time to edit right now. I have a lot on a lot of my books right now, so I don't have time to edit and do shit. I know there's a lot of reviews. There's like 7 videos I made, and I haven't even edited them yet because I have no time to do anything and just personal things. So there's this video. I just want to talk about one thing, and my next video I'll be doing like a second after, and I want to talk about something else. But yeah, these are just the things I wanted to talk about right now. This video I wanted to talk about Survivor 40, my favorite game show, reality show. Not Big Brother. I love Big Brother, but Survivor I like a little more. But I love Survivor. And I always wanted them to make a winter season, and look at this, they did. They did. They're doing a winter season. It is premiering tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, and I'm excited. I am really excited for this season, and I want to talk about some of my predictions. What I think is gonna happen. Sorry, I like testing out the mic. There's a few things I think will happen, and some players I think will do well, not do well. And I'm going to talk about some players that I don't understand why they're not playing this season on Survivor, which is fucking stupid. So I'm going to talk about the players that they should be playing right now. Hold on, let me adjust this mic right here. Hold on a sec. Hopefully that, yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go. That sounds better. A couple players I don't understand why aren't playing. One of them is Richard Hatch. He's the very first player to play Survivor, so why he's not playing is beyond ridiculous. So I don't know why he's not playing. Tom from Survivor Palau. I don't know why he's not playing. Mike from Worlds Apart, one of the best winners of Survivor. I have no idea why he's not playing. Who else? Jenna. I don't know why she's not playing. For Seppi, don't know why she's not playing. Chris, not from fucking Edge of Extinction, that she should not have won. It should have went to Rick Devens, but Chris from Vanuatu should be playing. He played a really good season. I'd like to see him come back and play in a winner's season. Apparently not. Tina. Why isn't Tina playing? She's played before. She came back 3 times. She's been 3 times. I don't know why she's not playing in the winter season. So very confusing. Fabio, even I don't even understand why some of these players aren't playing. Richard Hatch is probably the biggest shock. Why isn't Richard Hatch playing? I don't get it. Mike is another big one. I'm very disappointed why Mike is not playing. Also, Earl from Fiji. He is the first jury sweep winner. So don't know why Earl's not playing in the winter season. So that's just fucking weird to me. But oh well, let's talk about these winners they picked out. I'll do alphabetical order. Adam, winner of Millennials versus Gen X. This, I don't think he's going to go far in the game, really. I think Adam is likable. I feel bad for what happened to him, but he wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his sad story. I'm saying, David played a better game. I think a lot of people played a better game. Jay played a better game that season. I don't think Adam has what it takes to be a true winner of Survivor, especially playing with some big top fucking dogs this season. I don't think Adam can pull it off. I don't think. Speaking of someone who can't pull it off is Amber. She's playing with her husband, Boston Rob. I think both of them being married is going to hurt their game big time. I don't think she can play the game very well. She only won because Boston Rob brought her to the end in Survivor All-Stars, and they voted against Rob, not for Amber, not how she played the game. It's just how cutthroat Boston Rob played the game, and I don't think Amber can do very well. I think she'll be one of the first boots. Now a controversial one is Ben from heroes, hustlers, and healers. A lot of people didn't like Ben because people thought they rigged the game for Ben to win. And I get that. I understand that because he's a soldier. They felt bad for him, and they brought the fire making challenge when he was about to leave the game. But Ben still played a good game. He still found the 3 idols. He still got the jury to vote for him, and he still won the fire making challenge against Devin. So I still think Ben is a good player. I don't think Ben can win the season, but I think Ben can still hold his own against these winners. So I'm looking forward to see how Ben's doing. I don't think he'll win. I think he'll make it to merge, and I think that's as far as Ben will go. Danny is playing. That is a weird choice. They didn't choose Tina, but they went with Danny from Guatemala. A season she shouldn't have won. Stephanie should have won. Danny will be a very early boot in the game. The game's different now, and when Danny played years ago, the game was so different. So I don't think Danny has what it takes to play the game. Denise is a decent player. She's the only winner to go to every single tribal council and walk out surviving. I think Denise is likable. She can maybe make it to merge. I don't think she can win the game. I don't think she can win the game. Ethan is interesting because Ethan, if you know Survivor, you know Ethan's story. You know he was diagnosed with cancer and almost died. I think Ethan can go very far in the game if he can play cutthroat. If he uses his cancer story to actually manipulate players and to make people feel bad for him, he can actually create a lot of alliances and get himself far in the game. I don't think he'll do that because Ian's a likable guy, but I think Ethan can play a good game, and I think Ethan can probably go very far. It just depends on how he wants to play his game. So I wouldn't sleep on Ian. I wouldn't sleep on him, but we'll see. I think it's Jeremy. Jeremy is a great player. I like Jeremy a lot. He's one of my top winners. He played Second Chance. He played the best game in Second Chance with Kelly Wentworth. I think he could play a good game too. He has to change his game a little bit. He is a good personality. He can have a good social game. He's a good strategic player as well. He just needs to up it more. He needs to play a little more aggressively because he is playing with Survivor winners. But I think he can pull it off. Jeremy can pull it off. He's a very, very good player. He needs to change his game up a little bit this season. So yeah, I think he can do good. Kim from One World. Kim was literally the only good player in One World, so of course she won the season of One World. I think similar to Jeremy, she could play a very good game, a very strong game. She just needs to play a little more aggressively. She can't play the same way she did in One World because in One World she played with some of the stupidest fucking players I've ever seen play Survivor. She's playing with some pretty intelligent people, so she needs to just up her game, play a little more aggressive and more vicious. Not too vicious, but a little more vicious. So I think Kim can do very well. She just has to change her game up a little bit. Next is Michelle of Curran. I don't think Michelle's going to go very far. She might make it through a few episodes. I don't know. Michelle also didn't deserve to win her season. I thought both Ty and Aubrey were better players than Michelle. So if she can align herself, like maybe with like a poverty or someone, maybe she can get far and float her way to the end or something. But I don't know. I think Michelle's just lucky to be there. I don't think she can do very well personally. Then we got Natalie from San Juan del Sur. Natalie's a cutthroat, vicious player. You got to watch out for Natalie. She's a very smart player. I think her big mouth may ruin her game. I think she might be too much of a threat, but who knows? She may play the game differently. I don't think she'll win the season, but I think she will make it to merge and make it decent. But I don't see her winning the season, Natalie. But I'm looking forward to seeing her come back. Nick from David vs. Goliath now. Nick's a good player. Nick was my favorite actually in David vs. Goliath, and I'm so glad he did win that season. I don't think he has. I don't think he has what it takes to win the game though. He's playing with some very vicious players, very experienced players. I think he'd get on people's likable side, maybe make it to the merge, maybe get voted out early merge. if he changes his strategy, maybe he can go toe to toe with these big players. From what I've seen, Nick is a great guy and a great player. I don't see him winning the game either. Now, Poverty is a deadly player. I see two outcomes for Poverty. Poverty will either leave in the very beginning of the game, or she'll go to the very end of the game. Either or. Either they're going to see Poverty as a straight threat, and they're going to take her out early, or Poverty's going to get some great alliances, make some great strategic moves, and get her fucking ass to the final three. I can see Poverty in the final three even winning the whole season. I don't know. But Poverty is a deadly player. One of the most deadliest players to play the game, so watch out for Poverty. I'd watch out for her. Now, the most overrated player to ever play the fucking game is Sandra. Sandra will be gone in the beginning of the game. She'll be gone first, second, third. She's won twice. That's the biggest target ever on your back, is winning twice. No one wants to see you win a third time, so yeah, she's gonna get fucking booted right off the bat. She cannot survive that. Sandra's not even that strategic of a player. She's just a social player. That's all she is. That's all she's got. She's not a strategic player or a physical threat. So I think she's fucked. I think Sandra is screwed, and she's going to be gone. Sarah. Sarah is another player like Poverty. I see two outcomes. Either her leaving very beginning of the game or going to the end of the game. I can see Sarah, again, like Poverty, winning the game or possibly going to the final five, or leaving too early because she plays too big too soon. Sarah played too big too soon in Cagayan, which is what screwed her and made her first member of the jury, but she laid low in the little bit in Game Changers. And then when the merge happened, she made big, strong moves and got to the end and won her that season. Sarah is a deadly player, and I could see her winning. It's just, is she going to play Cagayan style or Game Changer style? We'll have to see. But Sarah is a deadly player. I would look out for Sarah. Next is Tony. Tony is a hothead. I love Tony. Actually, I love him as a player. I think he's super entertaining, 100% deserved to win in Cagayan. I don't see him going very far in the game. Tony's very hated by a lot of cast members of the season, and Tony will rub people the wrong way, and they're going to want to get rid of him really fast. I don't see Tony going very far in the game, sadly. Just like he did in Game Changers. He opens his mouth. He doesn't know how to shut the fuck up, which is why I love him, but I don't see him winning the game or even going very far in the game. So, sorry, Tony. Tyson. I'm going to get to Tyson last. I'm going to go to Wendell now. Wendell, I see him being a floater in the game. I see Wendell not doing much and maybe making it to merge, getting in the middle of the merge, and then getting voted out. Wendell is an okay player. He did not even deserve to win Ghost Island. That should have went to Dominic. Dominic was a way better player than him, but that jury just didn't like him. Wendell will float his way through the game, maybe make it to final 6, and then get voted out. He is just there to be there. Wendell will not do much. Yeah. Now I'm getting into my two favorite players now. Hold on. Just double checking. I didn't miss anybody. No, okay. Now we're getting to my two favorite players. Yul Kwon. Yul Kwon is my all-time favorite Survivor player. How Yul Kwon played the game in Cook Islands is a perfect game. He may not have won a lot of immunity challenges, but he played the greatest strategic play I've ever seen. Only him and like Russell and Poverty have played that strong strategically in Survivor. Yul Kwon played a brilliant game, great social game, and the way he tricked so many of these players, especially Jonathan Penner with the deals and stuff, he knows how to control the game and control people's fates in the game. If Yul Kwon can bring that again, Yul Kwon can win the whole thing. If he doesn't, because he hasn't played Survivor in a long time, he could leave very early in the game. So I hope Yul Kwon, I really hope he plays as good as he did in Cook Islands. And if he does, he can win the whole thing. But if he doesn't, he's leaving early, which is going to suck. Yul Kwon's probably like my favorite Survivor player ever. I love Yul Kwon. Now I'm going to get to Tyson. I think Tyson can win the whole thing. The reason I think Tyson can win the whole thing is because he's a huge threat, but a lot of people don't see him as a huge threat. A lot of people see Tyson as a dumb, pretty boy who makes dumb moves because the first 2 seasons he played, he made very stupid moves in Tokichin's and Heroes vs. Villains. He was a complete imbecile those seasons. And some people think when he won Blood vs. Water, it was a fluke. It wasn't. He played a fucking amazing game in Blood vs. Water. And the way he's playing the game before the game is even started is pretty genius. He's already creating doubt in players and creating false lies about winners. Like he's like saying some winners are being paid to be there and stuff. Like he is creating doubt before the game even starts. And that is brilliant strategic gameplay right there. And he's thinking way outside the box, and he has to because he's playing against people who've won the game already. So he has to think completely outside the box. And he's doing that. And he's doing it brilliantly. And I think if he keeps that up, it doesn't show too much of a threat in the beginning and plays very strong throughout the game, he can win the whole thing. My money is on Tyson to win the whole thing. I think Tyson is the biggest threat, and I think he can win the whole thing. That's my money on. I love to see Yul Kwon, Poverty, or Sarah also winning. They're some of my favorite players, but my money is on Tyson winning the whole thing. I'm still very hangry. Again, they don't have like Earl or Richard Hatch or Tina or even John Cochran or Mike not playing. I think those are all very worthy. I would have took out like Wendell and Adam, even Nick. I would have taken them out and put Earl and put John Cochran and Mike in there, or Richard Hatch. I don't know who the fuck picked this casting really, but I'm very excited for tomorrow when this premieres, and I really want to know who's gonna go far in the game, and I want to see how it plays out. I didn't talk about Boston Rob actually, for a reason actually, because I think Boston Rob is in the same fate actually as Amber. I don't see him winning the game or even going very far in the game. When you have a husband and wife in the game together, they're automatic threats. They're gonna go in the beginning. I think easily gonna go in the beginning. But my money is on Tyson winning. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions on Survivor 40, the cast, and my predictions of how the season is going to go down. I'm very excited for it though. Like, I love Survivor, and I really want a good season. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is going to be a good season? Who do you think is going to be the first boot? Who do you think is going to win? Give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side, bitches. And broadcast.